an artist and a journalist came up here, French artist, and they asked the guys that were here at that time, and also our CEO Yngve, they asked about building an igloo for showing paintings. So that was the first, and they accepted this idea. Oh yeah, that's great. Let's see what happens, you know. And it caught some like local attention the first. Second year, it was repeated, a bit bigger. There was no place to stay for them. The rooms, the small cabins were full, so you can stay in the igloo. And so they borrowed sleeping bags and reindeer skins and everything, and they all slept on the floor. And the morning after, they came up very happy and said, "Oh, this is great! It's like almost like sleeping in a hotel." Poof! Then the idea was born. Since then we have been growing, you know, all the time. So we come up to the idea of like, let's use as near 100% the river as possible. We have a beautiful, clean, wild river here. We need a more dense snow for the building. So it's actually the river, because we produce that with snow cannons. We got it more dense. It's like the density is in between snow and ice. So we call it snice. So we build out of the river, snice, and the ice. And the total volume is about 40,000 cubic meters used for the production of the ice hotel. It's a hotel, but it's also an art project. So when you stay there, you're one of the few who will sleep and stay in an artwork done by this and this artist. And this will melt down. In the daytime, it's an open exhibition, just an entrance fee, and in the evening it becomes private. So it's both that, an exhibition and a hotel. I think it's a nature luxury, you know, because what you get here is like the real essence of the nature up here, and the silence and the artwork and everything's coming together. And also, it is a contradiction, you know, fire and ice, warm and cold. But you should say, I've achieved something. I slept in -5 degrees. I slept in the ice hotel. And on the other hand, you go and stay in our chalets the second night, and then that should be comfortable, warm, good service, good food, fire and ice. You know, the contradictions that makes the combination a really, really good experience.
One of our guests actually had to decide how the design should be. He won it through a competition in an English Daily Telegraph. And it was really nice because I didn't know what to expect. In this case, the first conversation we had, he just said, "What can I contribute with?" And I said, "Give me your life story." He gave me some different themes, if you want. They had this fantastic life story, and starts out a little bit sad, and then it turns out okay, and they get to go to this little fantastic city in Spain, and then they discover this mosque and other things, and they're really interested in architecture. So I said, let's go for that as a theme, because I really like that really personal angle of it. So that's why this suite has these elements from the mosque in Cordoba. Behind me we have some text in the walls, and that's the words from Mike himself. And of course, just coming to this part of the world where it's, you know, it's cold, it's fantastic, clear and fresh nature. We made this suite for him, and they just loved it. It was a bit of a challenge to design it in such a way that I Of course, I have to know that it will work, but it's on the edge of how it will change during the process, because this is constantly moving. We don't see it from, day to day. 4 months it will all melt down and go back to the river where it came from. Then we can do something else next year. This is quite a unique place and has a story itself.
In this restaurant, we serve like fine dining food. Most of the starters are served on ice plates, and the desserts too. And the main dishes, they go on like normal plates. We're most working with local products. That's what our mentality. That's our goal, to work with like product from up here in the north of Sweden. So we're working like fish. We have Arctic char. Then we work with the meat like reindeer meat, moose meat, and a bird called ptarmigan too. Then we adapt the cuisine of like a more modern style, using basic ingredients from up here. It's a big challenge to adapt the food and put it on the ice plates. Which product we can serve on ice, because everything will be possible to be served on ice. Like a carpaccio, it gets stocked on the ice plate, so it's not so funny for the guests, and it changes the flavor. So it's hard. We're working on it. We work on the menu like 1 month before we open the restaurant for the winter season. People are pleased, they are amazed, taking pictures and asking. It's amazing. It's a different kind of style to plate food and work with the food, and most of the people are really, really happy, enjoying it. It's like one of a lifetime experience for them. So most of the people are impressed, and like we heard every night, it's the best food I had in my whole life. And first time they try reindeer, first time they try moose, first time they try Arctic char, and they're really amazed with the flavors.
This is the best ice tell ever. And this is the thing that I want to repeat in the future also, that we should, because this is melting down, it's going in the cycle of nature, going with the river, going down, coming up, new artists, new guests, new people, and we present a new version, which is completely different, because we never repeat anything. It should all be original. We don't copy anyone else, we don't copy any other art. It's original art, 50 artists going in and working, doing what they can, achieve, and translate their ideas into winter material.
For me, my favorite part of Bangkok is the Grand Palace, this area, the old part of Bangkok. And for me, I'd noticed that there was no proper luxurious hotel in the area, and I wanted to do something about that and tell a story about Thai culture at the same time. Some people come to the hotel and they think, they ask, how old is this hotel? Is it an original structure, or is it 80 years old? And I say, no, it's just 2 years old. So it's like a house. It takes time for things to fall into place, for the antiques, for the spaces to fall into place with all our guests coming in and out. And so, I approach it the same way as I approach writing a song or acting in a film or being a director of a film. You're kind of like telling a story, you're building a film set, having audiences coming to a film and having them feel like they're in another world. It's kind of like when you have guests coming to our hotel and you create that space for them to feel like, wow, I've never seen something like this before, and hopefully it becomes a timeless experience. The antique pieces come from all around the world, and I kind of just put them together and hopefully tell a story with the pieces. You find a lot of stuff in Thailand, even European antiques, but everywhere. Be it in Paris or New York or San Francisco. Every country I go to, I make sure I hit the flea markets here. You never know what you're going to find. I just love photography. And people often think that, pictures of old Bangkok, that's easy to find because you're in Thailand. But actually no, because 100 years ago, Thai people didn't have cameras. All the pictures were taken by foreigners who came by boat, unlike today where everything's on a phone.
In our hotel, we have boxing ring in the gym. It's very fantastic because when the guests come from around the world, they come to Thailand. Not many things they know from Thailand. One of that is Muay Thai. Because Muay Thai is very good exercise to help you get more fit, to help you get in shape in the short time.
For many years, people didn't promote this part of Bangkok because it was too far because of traffic. So Bangkok became a two-night city. People would stop, look around for a couple of days, shop, and then go somewhere else up country for temples and palaces, even though the best stuff in the country is all here. And all of the hotels, all of the luxury hotels in Bangkok are located in the financial district. Who travels to a great city as a leisure guest and stays in the financial district? Bangkok is unique in that way. We have the Siam Hotel, and then we have the King's Palace just up the street, the Throne Hall, the Crown Prince's Palace, and dozens of sub-palaces and historic palaces, many of which are museums and open to the public. Bangkok, you can look at as almost two cities. One half of it is the historic part of Bangkok, which has been the heart of Thai society and culture and religion and trade and government since the fall of Ayutthaya. You have the Grand Palace in Nirmal Buddha, you have Chinatown where the trade is, you have the Old City, which is where the seat of government is, all the ministries. Then you have the Palace District here where Parliament is, and then the Throne Hall and the King's Palace and the Siam. The Siam's location allows us for the first time to open up the old city of Bangkok. Once you arrive at the Siam, you never get in a car again until you leave the Siam. So we've eliminated traffic and taxis from the equation. We do everything by our boats, walking in tuk-tuks. Most people won't venture off to a real authentic market. They'll go on a tour of a market that's near one of the hotels in the center of the city, almost a market that's made for tourists. But this market is truly a local thriving market, and it's an adventure to come. This is Bangkok's wholesale flower market, so you have everything going on here. So all the flowers are picked around Thailand in the morning. They'll end up here right around now, getting ready for the big sales throughout the night, and it's just great energy in here, and it smells really good too. They're going to temples all over the country. They're going to weddings. They're going to funerals. They're going to hotels. They're going to parties. They're going all over the place. And all the import stuff comes through here as well. Flowers from Holland, flowers from America, all that comes through as well. And it's very difficult to get here unless you come in by boat. And the Siam's location just up the river from here allows us for easy access for Siam guests. And it's one of the things that most of our guests will do.